Karibu sana. Hapa ndo tunapiga stories za Vihiga. And today, by the way, on Idaywa talk show, we have a number of guests in the studio. One on my right, of course, first hand is Walter Jide, professor. Nasikia eno?
Professor.
Chairman ama ni speaker?
President, Vihiga Students Network.
Okay.
And also the speaker for the Bunge la Mwananchi Vihiga edition.
Vihiga edition, Bunge la Mwananchi Vihiga branch. Wendo speaker.
Speaker.
Order.
Order, member. Order.
Alafu Kamariki, I'm told you have a chairman.
You have a chairman. I'm Charlton Care.
Charlton Care.
Yes, chairman Bunge la Mwananchi Vihiga County. And also founder CKTV Kenya.
Wow.
And also the CEO and founder Kenya 47 Youth Initiative.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you do as Kenya 47 Youth Initiative?
We do civic education.
Civic education.
Yes.
Amazing. So, nilijua tu click, so tuendelea. Tuko sawa. I thought nilikuwa naitwa mahali. But now, getting into it.
Yes.
Vihiga County, mahali iko. If we were to rate, you guys are youth. Of course, you have different ambitions na zile vitu ambazo unataka kufanya. If you were to rate the current governor of Vihiga County, that is Wilbur Tichilo, give him a mark and give us where he won and where he lost, according to you as a youth.
I can give him 30%.
Performance for the 2 terms.
Yes, very true.
Why?
It's a matter of laughing, Mr. Herman.
Yeah.
Unaangalia una consider in terms of health. I can say 0.
Ndala kumba kai mortuary there.
Yeah, sasa mortuary.
It's a new mortuary. It's actually the best mortuary around.
Yeah, we must appreciate but also consider the state of the VTRH.
Okay. See, it's almost close to completion.
It's about to be closed. Not even completion.
Oh man.
Yeah, we don't have medical facilities. It's in a mess, by the way, for a fact.
So, one, he's failed on the medical side. Health,
yes.
Piga nje.
Ako nje kabisa.
Number
2, order of priority.
Oh, okay, like what?
For example, for me, in my own view, I can't protest to build a stadium. Instead, I will consider economic empowerment.
But a stadium is going to help people, bro. Wase kucheza ball. Imagine, it's a recreational thing. Inapunguza bangi users and everything. And by the way, it's one of an economic thing.
Very true. But let me ask one question now.
Very
simple question. Ama ukiangalia akaangalia kabisa ngapi for the Kidundu Stadium? Iko completed.
Bado.
First time aliweka pesa ngapi?
Around, I know, over the 10 million that was set aside to build Kidundu.
The second time?
10 million.
Alafu imefikia wapi?
Ni watu wataki kuhama.
Hiyo
pesa the reason why we don't have a Kidundu Stadium, ni watu around wataki kuhama. But pesa ya kuhama iko. Bado na koreka bidendo da ora koreka babu game to hano. For what reason?
Ni baba shwa zibeo.
Na lakini wale nise bahama, ba miss.
Amisi bahama. Amisi, I can say
like a good cheneke ben. Is it a stadium? You can say it's a stadium.
No. 0.
Sports 0. Number 2. Number 3.
Number 3.
How much do you think he has performed on education?
On education, I can say around 20%.
20 mnamsema amekuwa na scholarship, bro. 100,000 students. 100 students wanapelekwa shule.
Okay, that's why nasema 20 scholarship iko kwa hiyo 20%. Look at our TVETs, Mr. Herman. Angalia Sabata TVET in my own sub-county. Sabata TVET, they don't have lecturers. They use the same office as the same classroom.
No, you're lying.
I'm from there, man. So I can't lie.
Where ushaenda Sabata nini? TVET?
Yeah, I went there. Actually, even yesterday, we met with the was it
very true. I had SG for the Sabata TVET.
Yeah. And he complained really.
What was he complaining about, Charlton?
Okay, he was complaining about lecturers, like they don't have enough lecturers in that institute. The other thing, they don't have enough lecturers. Right now they're using even they're improvising some of them, like they're using trees.
You guys don't. No, let's agree. When I'm more Sabatia, Sabatia TVET. Wanatumikia wasomera hasimi sana.
Asa na mu office. Yani office is service management office. Kandene kiras.
What is that?
Korea.
What is that?
Sasa na.
What is it?
I think so unajua teaching wako hivyo. Teaching but for the students.
So batumikira kumchiko never ba mari wiyangu we office. Wanakosoma zaka ichiko ni harata deka.
Sasa ngotebe ama kwa kamera mchiko ni kuzai kwenye kama.
Kwa nini kwa msaada?
So actually me I personally I can say Otichelo the first round.
Yeah.
He really did amazing job. That's why
Kinikicho Otichelo akora in the first term it was amazing. Choranga amazing.
Okay, he promoted those CHPs, community health volunteers.
Yeah.
So at that time, health sector, we had enough nurses. He employed.
The first time he was doing that, it was under when the guy known as Francis Ominde was the chief secretary of the county of Vihiga.
Yeah.
Because that guy, to me, if you look at what Ominde did for Vihiga County as a county secretary, you definitely give Ominde a mark. Compare him, even Ominde when he was in Nandi. You know, Ominde alianza siasa yake Nandi akakuwa county secretary, did a very exemplary job, and actually people still remember him. Then he came to Vihiga where he worked for a few years. Then he was sacked by the governor. So the changes you're saying were part of the initiatives from so the Ominde as the county secretary. So do you think it is not solely the governor but also the people he's working with, and of course he's the one who has also the powers to bring them on board?
Yeah, on that Herman, I can say a big letdown in Vihiga County in my MCA ghetto. Mgorogo nilikuwa naangalia budget approximation ya Shiru, one of our ward in Vihiga County, the 20 million.
Shiru is in Amisi.
Okay. 20 million allocated to roads. 20 million. That means what development fund to construct roads. Imagine. 20 million. Per ward. From Collins Ayuka.
So Collins Ayuka anasema kuna 20 million za kutengeneza
barabara. Hataki kujua kuna VTC, kuna ECD, kuna nini hajataka kujua. Amesema my people nilisema nataka barabara. Nani barabara?
MC wako ni nani?
MC Azia Vincent.
Hiyo 20 million ameipangia nini?
Azia can say siasa ni mengi lakini anajaribu.
Ndio bora.
Yaani bora.
Siasa ni nyingi. Lakini zako ya kusiasa no.
Msiasa angeliza.
Na development. Na bora Obama.
Ndio kama tebe kando kila Aman. 15 years. Hata niseme 15 13 si ndio? Amekuwa MCA. Tunaweza sema amefanya nini?
CRB tournament ya under 15 wale Kenya.
Sasa uzi bora.
It was a successful one.
Very successful.
Ya angira ngera.
Onzuri za sana. Ndio kande kandangi kuraza alafu ndire kulo.
Yes.
So yazango tebande Aman. Sio? Already bana bakene sio? After kina wife 10,000 by 20,000 wazirengo. Umenacha any talent. Na mbona za skori ibama. Umenacha any talent.
He at least wakoroleka.
At least that one.
But
I'm from Gisambai ward.
Nenda kuuliza Gisambai.
I'm from Gisambai ward. Since we elected that in our MCA. Odei. Any tournament. Any tournament is gonna mod level that. Zizani there are those
aspirants Kinyazi pool. You want ndazi mpira. Fana Kinyazi pool and the badminton.
Laka zeni zija kinaanza kukunya kumeleta. Lakini right now let me tell you one thing. Even roads. Like abora 20 million ramzinzera bro. Aman wagenda kwigisa mbayire ndi. Nzira zizeza rwiga bacomane ziyamba kaje broke.
Yes, ko nende mingi la agam bomranga adi no kirikodoka emunzazi.
Abore mino.
Yes.
Zinzazi yanezera. Ola skuri zifana. Zinzira zira ndio since we elected that man. Yes, that was in 2022. That is the time akora road renovation.
Okay.
Na cause za mzikura. But right now no relaxa.
Chonda tena na akora mwodi mwenene.
There is a project governor yareta wenera ndio. The vocational college ya Baromba indangera ndio. Bageranga on the way to Saride. Kuna vocational college ya ndio ndora bageromba ero ndio kama nzuri zarieta of that vocational college. So whatever what is your biggest achievement? Our
college.
I have a multi project.
A multi project.
Nobody wanaira now ndio. nola supervisor abondo enarendo mondo ndabugura koza tigramna arore kamo campaign ya kubanira na nina wazao kari yako kubiri bya building and construction dai lakini abe ko site yana ndio mwene abe anola kubangondo skule construct ebo oyo mbole sasa kunoko zezaje as youth
lakini Odei is a good friend wa Jimose.
Is a good friend to Demos and
but the two are saying to be working. I miss you're doing well.
Allow me.
I miss we are a mess up. Kwanza I miss West. Not what's it called miss West sizes when you're going I miss West and I miss East. I miss West. We have zero in institute.
But that's why Kolo is coming up and saying he's going to rescue you guys. Collins, are you?
Oh, okay. No.
Even Kwanza is about it.
Let me talk about Collins.
Walter, let me listen to him. You know, you are saying that Odei has messed up. Jimose, they are not doing what you think as do, especially as a youth, because it's youth and leadership. Now, that is why there's a young guy. He's called Collins Ayuku. He's now coming on board and saying, guys, you know what? Dina mamono hano lenyama yo shendo na handugu yangu mwakamba aku 10 years. Mbeti kumadaraka malombe miaka. And the advantage that Collins is coming up with, he has actually brought my kanisa wamechangiwa juzi bro 3.7 million Faruk Kibeta avelo so mraba mserikali mnakolwa nemo mwa Collins you guys will be in government if Ruto wins 2027
but you know the only challenge you will face if you elect Kolo that money that he's campaigning with I think inatoka from Faruk Kibet.
No, but Kolo is a businessman, bro.
He's a businessman. But let me answer your question.
Yes.
You are an MCA.
Yes.
You are earning 150,000.
Yes. 167 to be precise.
167. So that 167 and you are contributing let me say like 50,000 each and every Sunday in those churches.
How much does it earn? 2 million, right?
2 million, yeah.
How much does he contribute in a church service?
20 million.
So what's the problem?
The problem so that's why he's right now. That's why I'm coming there. But the Kolo is a good leader. But Kolo, I don't say he's a bad leader. But that man is a good leader. We need a leader like Kolo because he's empowering youth.
But Kolo, the problem wanasema shida ni ana support government yenye inafinya mavijana.
Okay, actually Kolo yeye afinyi but the government inafinya. Jimose is our area MP. Si ana support the government. Yeye anafinya vijana. Afinyi vijana. Kitu anatufanya ni la to blackmail. Tunatumika kama goons. Alafu wanaemploy wazee pale. Sasa unapata retired teacher anapata pension na bado
ako kwa kitu.
Anapata kwa kitu anapata kwa CDF kwa kitu pale. Students sasa there is a case by the way in Munzazi.
Now that you guys Munzazi you have a question for that is banning. What is the
question? Unasema Kolo sio? Mega Kolo amecapture Kaimaso University. Do you know that?
Capture in what sense?
Unaona Kolo he has much interest with Kaimaso University.
What is the interest?
The interest. Kitu ya kwanza nini ameshikilia with the current prof.
Okay.
Prof Mwita. So umejua Prof Mwita.
There was najua kuna time kulikuwa na issues movements na nini mpaka management ya vice chancellors and everything which the courts pronounce itself on it. So why would you say Kolo is
the center man behind that?
How?
Okay, allow me to say this.
Yes.
Ola Kolo kicha la kora. Kolo kainola security the Kaimosi. The security company ya Kolo.
How sure are you? What is the problem if you are doing business?
No, also not.
You see, before you get a chance to public institutions to provide certain services like security and so, there is what we call the tendering process, where you submit your papers and bid for the tender. Now, after the tender, there is a person who wins the tender. And you see, we cannot say that Kolo winning the tender has anything to do with the Kaimosi University. The question should be, if Kolo, Kolo ana support gava yenye sisi tunafeel kama vijana imetufinya. So if mtu anafinya huyu jamaa na wewe unamsupport, what is the problem? Why do you support someone why don't you say we don't need this?
Very true.
But the problem is in a miss we don't have someone mwenye at least anaempower vijana kama si Kolo. Kolo amekuja na programs mingi. Achana na okay, Kolo right now hataki kuja matanga. yeye kitu ya kwanza kisikia kama kwa mfano kuna mwanafunzi ako pale amelack school fees, the only thing anatoa that money cash, anapatiana pale, wanaenda wanalipia that student arudi shuleni. Comparing to area MP analeta shilingi 2,000 kwa matanga. Hizo ni za matanga. Nao huyo mwanafunzi ako hapa atarudi aje shuleni?
Unasema
akienda bunge kwanza, kama ni mambo na kupitisha mswada wa pesa utampata ako pale wa yes, but now that is you're talking about democracy right now. So na ikifika wakati wa sasa wanataka sasa waende waongee kitu, wasema mambo ambayo challenges ambazo sisi tunapitia kama wananchi wa hapa chini, au unaona bunge utasikia ameenda majiji
Vihiga county assembly Ukolo amesema nini? Mswada gani amepitisha oversight?
Mswada gani amepeleka huko nini county?
So it's not just about the money.
So okay. Sasa no.
So kama vijana wa Amisi
ndio.
Given a chance, there is Collins, there is Boge, there is Boshi is the same, is a different one.
Yeah, they're different, isn't it?
Yeah. So there is let's go. There is Jimose who wants to get the seat back. There's Collins Ayugu.
Yes.
Mwingine ni
Lusige Ogada
also wants to be an MP.
Yes.
What does he do?
Like right now nimeona alikuja na some of the programs that
lakini shughuli yake anajifanyisha nini kwa live?
Is a retired KDF.
Okay. So security mtakuwa fiti.
And then pia amekuja na programs mob za kuempower vijana. Amepeleka student phase 1, walipelekwa this institute huko hivi inaitwaje that institute huko iko huko hivyo on the way to Kitale.
Okay, maybe.
And then the other one, second phase inafanyika kesho the 25, si ndio?
So these are the programs zenye
ametarget
400 youth. Si ati alisema tu 400.
That's Lusigi.
Lusigi Ogada anapeleka students hapa hivi Riati. But now people from Amisi, wazazi wetu wa Amisi, au wazazi kitu wanapenda ni handouts. Sasa yeye personally anatusaidia sisi vijana. Na vijana wamesimama na yeye. Na pia our leaders wanatumikia hao vijana.
Vijana mama kuna mchagua hivi.
Sasa the problem ni this the other